Keep walking.
What?
I want you to walk that way.
All right, guys, welcome back to On the Record by Big Nick, producers Casey. We're going to be talking about a lot of different stuff today. We're going to be talking about the Unwritten Rules of Baseball. We're going to talk about my saga with Bryce Harper.
You like Bryce Harper?
Fucking hate Bryce Harper. Like, subscribe. You got any questions / comments, put them in the comment section. Another announcement is that On the Record will go live at 8 p.m. every Sunday. That's our new time that we're going to be coming out now, 8 p.m. on Sunday nights.
Unwritten rules. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just remember they are unwritten, so
Okay.
they're not rules. So let's just say hypothetically, if you go 100 miles an hour on the highway and you don't get caught, technically is it not right? No. But you didn't get caught.
That's a law, though. You can't speed.
You can't. But you realize how many people do it?
That's just like breaking the law and just not getting caught. This is completely different.
I know, but I'm just saying.
How the fuck are you comparing speeding to unwritten rules?
Because it's the same difference. Don't tell me you've never sped before in your life and you didn't get caught.
Let's go on. Let's not bring that up. That's a touchy subject.
I'm just saying. I am not advertising people speeding. I am just saying that people do it and they get away with it. But technically the rules of baseball, isn't that the law of baseball? Technically.
Okay.
I mean, what the hell's the difference? That's where the same difference comes in.
You got a good point.
New haircut, got a couple boxes of goldfish in the mail.
Alright.
But guys, I'm running out of goldfish. The address is 1 Park Drive, Suite 11, Westford, Mass. 01886. Attention, Big Nick. The Tatis situation. Why? Why should he have to apologize for doing his job? Last time I checked, when you go on the field, it's like fucking war. There's an opponent on one side of the field and you're the other opponent. You either live or die. Prey, predator. See where I'm going with this?
Oh, I see. I like it.
Okay?
Yeah.
You step on a motherfucking field. You play to win. You absolutely want to tear apart your opponent. That's your mindset going into a game. And I'm sorry, but we're talking about the best players in the world, and we're going to have a fucking manager who can suck my left nut? If you don't want him to swing a 3-0, fucking learn how to pitch. Figure out how to get him out. And guess what? If he scores runs, guess what? You got a bat too, right? Swing the fucking bat!
Like, this could determine how much money he gets paid next year. Like, this one grand slam. Like, the way that, like, the offseason works and, like, the contract negotiations and all that shit from, like, an agent standpoint and from, like, a business standpoint.
Yeah, the better stats, the more money you get.
Yeah, so that by him not doing that and following an unwritten rule is,
Actually, would cost him money.
yeah, it will cost him money.
And I'll tell you one thing, that apology, that was a bullshit apology.
Yeah.
He don't fucking
He just said it
shit.
because he's a young guy. He doesn't.
He just fucking said it.
He doesn't know what's going on.
There's these people there's people out there that are saying that his manager made him do it. If that's a true statement and the manager made you do it, you're a fucking pussy too.
All right, what'd you find on the internet about unwritten rules?
Unwritten rules: don't steal bases, swing at 3-0 pitches, or otherwise run up the score when ahead by a large margin. This is the majors we're talking about here. Okay, this ain't Little League. Like I said, those are fucking 12-year-olds. It's the fucking big boys. People say that it's disrespecting your opponent. Fuck your opponent. He's trying to fucking beat you. You gotta beat him. Do you think a tiger has sympathy for a gazelle? How about in the business world? You think that if somebody's not doing their job and they cry to the boss and say, please, I need this for my family, but you ain't doing your job, guess what?
See you later.
Fucking see you later. This is about making money. This ain't about feelings. Coaching tip number 3. If you're up big, keep going big. Don't take your foot off the gas pedal. Bury your opponent. But I'm just going to read a couple sentences. This takes the previous 3 rules and adds in other perceived demonstrations of disrespect, such as bat flips and slow home run trots, and screams of delight after strikeouts. The game has loosened up considerably in this area in recent years, but this rule, and it's in quotations in this paragraph, still exists in the hearts and minds of many.
Yeah, that's exactly why the whole let the kids play thing has started.
So here's the thing. There's a difference between showing up your opponent and being classless to your opponent. There's a huge difference. Showing up your opponent to me is not about, oh, let's do a bat flip, because I'm totally against that if you hit a home run. Slow trot, I mean, no offense, enjoy the home run. I did. All right, here you go. Don't use your closer in a tie game on the road.
What?
What the fuck does that even mean? Last time I checked, I can use whoever the fuck I want if he's on my team. Why?
Yeah, what?
Why? This is the same conversation I had about using your best guy if you have the lefty on lefty, righty on righty situation.
Oh, yeah.
It's fucking bullshit.
That is bullshit.
Don't swing at the first pitch after the pitcher has allowed back-to-back home runs. Don't talk about a no-hitter in progress. Yeah, I mean, I do agree with that one.
Yeah.
You don't talk about it. Like, you just let it happen, you know, because if you start talking about it, then it gets to people's heads, and then...
That's a huge one. Everyone knows.
Yeah, I mean, that's a no-brainer.
Yeah.
That's a no-brainer. For adult fans, if you catch a foul ball, give it to a nearby kid. Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
For the kids.
Yeah. Why do you need to keep it?
Yeah.
It makes that kid's whole day.
All right. Bryce Harper.
I need some goldfish for this. Bryce Harper. All right, you ready for this?
I don't know if I am. But lay it on me.
I have never hated a professional, not only baseball, but a professional athlete more in my entire life than Bryce Harper.
What?
I can't stand this motherfucker.
Why?
This isn't the only reason, but this is definitely part of a reason.
Okay.
I faced him when we were 12. And he played on this Las Vegas team. We went down to Cooperstown Dreams Park and we faced this kid. And everybody was talking about this kid. Oh, this kid's a stud. He just won the home run derby in the tournament, blah, blah, blah. First time I've ever heard this kid's name. And he pitches against us. Throws 4 innings, shuts us right out. He got up twice. The only thing I remember is that he hit 2 home runs off us. Kid was an absolute stud. I'm not denying this. Absolute stud. And he was just so arrogant. He just thought he was better than everybody. They're shipping him to this team, to that team. Like, no team camaraderie, no nothing. Like, my name's Bryce Harper, you know, fucking bow down to me. Fuck you.
Fuck you.
We obviously lost to him.
Yeah.
But the kid was just so arrogant. So that's part of it. But the other part of it is I just can't fucking stand him because he is such an arrogant son of a bitch.
So it translates from your experience of like this kid in high school and now he's in the bigs and nothing's changed.
Nothing's changed.
Okay.
He's still a douchebag. He's still an asshole. And he still thinks he's better than the team. It's all about Bryce Harper. It's all about Bryce Harper. I mean, that confrontation that he had with Washington with Jonathan Papelbon when Papelbon told him to like run out the ball or something and he was like screaming at him, like that was Papelbon getting in your face, like telling you like do your job.
Yeah.
Do I agree with what happened afterwards with them actually going up to Bryce Harper and choking him? Absolutely not. But I'm talking about the altercation part, like him calling out Harper for whatever. Harper's overrated. It ain't because I hate him. He's overrated. Tell me one season he's had that was great. Besides 15. Tell me one season he's had that was actually great. And I'm not talking about good seasons because a guy like that, as great as everyone says he is, should have great seasons.
Yeah, if you're that arrogant, you're that cocky, you should be like Mike Trout.
I mean, people still think he's better than Trout, which is Which is fucking.
No one thinks that.
I guarantee you, there's people that fucking think that.
All right, guys, let us know your comments about Bryce Harper in the comments.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Fuck Harper. And you're in my fucking city in these next couple days. Get the fuck out of my city.
Is he?
He's in Boston right now. Phillies are playing the Red Sox.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Fuck you. Get out of Boston.
How is life like sports?
Great question. That is such a great question. Life is like sports. The best way that I can say this is that in sports you deal with adversity, right? Not everything goes your way. Kind of sounds like life, right? You're gonna walk some guys as a pitcher in baseball. You're gonna be down by some runs. You're gonna have cold streaks swinging the bat. Football, quarterback's gonna throw some picks. You might get blown out a game. You might be down by, 28-3 with 2 minutes left in the Super Bowl. You're gonna run into different adversities and bad things that happen. If everything was all great, would life really be that entertaining? If everything just went your way, would life be entertaining? Now, entertaining, let me be clear about this. Entertaining, obviously, when people think of entertaining, they think of like, oh, good, like a great movie or a great show or whatever. But there's also entertaining parts that happen in your life, too, that happen to each and every one of us every single day. you could go home and get a flat tire. Anything. You could get hurt. You could get hurt working out. Something is going to happen in your life every day. It could be very small or very big. I'm not saying all these things happen every day. I'm not saying that. But big or small, you deal with something in a day, even if you don't realize it, that's like, something that didn't go your way. That's part of life. Like, things don't go your way all the time. In sports, last time I checked, you don't win every game. You do lose some. Mm-hmm. So you have to figure out the best way to do it is you got to learn from it. You got to move on from it as quickly as you can. Then you got to move forward. Okay, when I talk to the viewers, what am I going to say that attracts them to us more? Like, if I go on these rants and they don't mean anything to anybody, then I'm just wasting air. Mm. But you had to learn that, though, right?
Yeah.
You think that Elon Musk didn't have to learn shit before he created Tesla? Mm-mm. You don't think Bill Gates learned a lot of freaking shit before he created Microsoft? Everyone goes through adversity. I don't care if you're a billionaire, the president of the United States, or you're a blue-collar guy like me. It don't fucking matter.
It doesn't.
Everybody's got shit to learn from. And it's same with sports. And I hate to say this, but even Mike Trout has to learn baseball. Even if people think he's the greatest, which no doubt he is. But last time I checked, he still gets outs, right? Part of the game, but things not going your way in life, it's all part of it. Oh, you have to be open-minded. If you're not open-minded, forget it.
Yeah.
Forget it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. You always got to listen to everything someone says to you. Mm-hmm. Do you take it or not? It's a different story. But if you don't take it, then you just flush it. But if, say you picked up something, it's like, wow, I could have done that a little bit better. You soak it up like a sponge.
Now we're going to do quick minute trivia. The minute trivia is true or false. I'm going to give you 5 true or false, and you have to tell me, obviously, if it's true or false, and this one is for the new MLB rules.
Is this the unwritten rules bullshit?
No, this is like...
Oh, just like the real rules?
Yeah, because of Corona. Okay. And I'm going to tell you 5
So it's
rules.
based off of Corona, or they just were rules before Corona?
No, it's...
Get the shit on the record!
No, it's rules that they had to make for the new fucking season.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because of COVID.
Because of COVID.
See, all you have to do is say that. See the record? See the record player going?
Remix. 1 minute. You know the rules. 5 statements. So use your time wisely. 3, 2, 1. There will be no wild card game this postseason. There will be a wild card series. Best out of 3.
False.
True. Number 2. Chewing gum is not allowed.
True.
False.
What?
It is allowed.
Talk about a fucking bad fucking thing for society. Tell my kids not to chew gum, but they're doing it.
Instead of a 10-team playoff, there's a 16-team playoff.
True.
True. You can't swing at a 3-0 pitch in the 8th inning when your team is up 10-3.
Fuck that! False, motherfucker!
Number 5. Pitchers are not allowed to lick their fingers and have to use a wet rag.
True.
True. Cool. And you got 15 seconds left. 3 for 5.
3 for 5.
Awesome. Good shit.
The one you said about the chewing the gum, I'm shocked because they tell us not to chew gum.
Yeah, no, you're allowed to. That's the only, you're not, so the rule is that you can't do, you can't spit, you can't do chewing tobacco, and you can't do seeds, but the only thing they do allow is chewing gum.
There you go. All right, so at the end of every On the Record episode, I take some questions that I see on YouTube, and I answer them. So if you got questions, make sure you put them in, and I'll answer them next week on the Record. This is the guy who said, this is the other guy. Riley.
Oh, Riley, give him a shout out.
Riley, what's going on, bud? Who do you think will get traded at the deadline? I think the number 1 guy who's going to get traded is Trevor Bauer from the Reds.
Oh, really?
The Reds are not going to be able to afford him next year. The only way I see them keeping him is if they're in playoff contention, which they could be. I don't even know what their stats are. But they could get a lot for him. Guy's nasty, and he's going to demand a shit ton of money next year. The other guy I think that's going to get traded is J.D. Martinez. Red Sox suck. They got to start selling some pieces. Get something for him now. And their advantage is that the AL and the NL are both going to have DHs from now on. Mm-hmm. Like COVID or no COVID, that's the rule they made. So his market is way bigger now because he's not limited to half the teams. I'll just give this guy a shout out. PHW Landon. Love you, Big Nick, and all the guys at Lumberland. Thank you. We appreciate that. From Elijah Diaz. Do you think Barry Bonds deserves to be the all-time home run leader? Good question. I would say that, yeah, he deserves it. The guy is one of the most gifted players that we'll ever see in our lifetime or anybody's lifetime. I know that the big controversy with him is steroids. Steroids don't make a swing. They make the ball go further. I'm not denying that. But he was a great player before he took steroids. And he wasn't the only one that did it. There was all kinds of other guys. You look at other guys that got 500-plus home runs. Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, Rafael Palmeiro. They all took the shit. All right, guys. That's all we got for On the Record today. Like I said, hope you liked the episode. Ask me questions, comments, and we'll answer them all. We'll try to answer them all next week. Every Sunday night, 8 p.m. On the Record will be up on YouTube. Make sure you check it out.